Going to Atlanta this first week of December?
I really wasn't thinking about it as of now. I was just focused on like trying to bond with my team and then just get that playbook down, and then just as I got used to it, and then as we got on the road rolling out, I figured it would be a good road to glory.
Nick, talk about what you were doing and your emotions as Chris broke out there last night.
Actually, I was on the, me and Quan Brady, we were sitting right there by the heater, and then we were watching the kick like we were praying, but then again, like, I didn't even see Chris Davis down there. I seen like when the ball was short, but then again, I heard the crowd get loud, so I looked up at the Jumbotron, and I seen Chris running down the sideline with it, so, and then I knew then that he had a great chance to take it back because they ain't had nothing really but offensive linemen like out there when they were kicking the field goal, and then I know he had a pretty chance to run it back. As I seen him running down the sideline. I thought his momentum was going to take him out of bounds, but he had nice concentration and kept his tight road to the sideline, and then able to get the touchdown for us to win the victory.
What was that, just the swell of emotion right there when that happened? I mean, and then start pouring, dog piling. What was going through your head at that moment?
It just was a exciting moment for me and my teammates. Like, it was a hard-fought battle the whole game. We had ups and downs, but we overcame adversity like the whole game. And then we just like Coach Miles said, at the end of the game, we'll find a way to win. And then that's what we did at the end of the game.
Nick, can you talk about your progress as the quarterback in this offense? How much more comfortable you feel now going into the game 13 than you did earlier in the season?
I feel way more comfortable now because there was some things that we used to do that I wasn't comfortable with, but it just took more practice time and then more effort at practice, and then I just took my time I had available, like not in class or anything, just watch more film and then just watch what I mess up on and then just go out and practice and correct it, and I just feel more comfortable with the offense right now.
Did you run much read option in Kansas?
Yes, I ran some. I ran a pretty good bit. I ran some in high school also.
How is it different here? Does he ask you to look at different things?
No, it's really the same thing. It's just how you read the man on the line of scrimmage.
Right. When did you start feeling like you had total command of, whether you want to give it or you want to keep it? When did you really feel good about that?
Probably like in game, I'd probably say like game 7. And it just something that came real natural. Like if I know if I can beat the end to the sideline, I know I'll pull it in. But then again, if he just stay out there, I hand it off to Trey.
The knee injury you had, a lot of people thought you were going to be out a while. Are you surprised by how quickly you came back from that?
Yes, sir. It just something I was raised about. If I get hurt, like, you can't really show weakness. That's just something I was brought up on. And then Coach Miles done say it's just body language. You can't have bad body language. So if I get banged up, I just get right back up and then I try to help my team with the victory.
Nick, talk about your touchdown pass. There were 32 seconds left. Looked a little bit like a point guard out on the corner, trying to hide the ball a little bit through the pass.
It was just that was a play that we worked, like, it's a basic plan and just basic football we do. And then the whole year, Coach Miles done said we're going to get that play to work, and then obviously when we did it, the corner came off, and then it happened just like he said it would.
Were you guys setting that up kind of the whole drive?
No, sir, not at all. It's just something we were just pacing them, and then I was just, after I read that play, I read the defensive end, like my read, it goes straight to the corner. I read him over there. If he take me, I throw it to Sam. But if he run with Sam, I got to keep it.
Were you kind of hoping that he was going to come after you so you could throw it?
Yeah, I seen it like a couple plays before, but then again, Salmon he wasn't really looking, so I got his attention that time, and then Salmon noticed it also, and he turned around and looked for the ball, and I threw it to him.
How aware you were the line of scrimmage? Because it looked like you just kind of hopped over in one smooth motion and threw it. So did you realize exactly where it was?
Yes, I realized, but then again, that's why I wasn't too sure, because I was looking back, see if it was a flag call, because I wasn't sure if I would pass it or not. It felt like I was behind it, but it was a close call, though.
Nick, what is it you've had a lot of success late in games with the game on the line. Is your mindset different when you go out there in those situations?
No, sir, no. I just stay calm and then just keep doing what Coach tells me to do. Just don't get too rattled. Just be cool, calm, and collect, and then everything will fall into play.
Nick, what were you thinking when you did throw that pass to Sam and you saw him take off down the sideline?
I was just thinking like we have a chance now. I was thinking overtime, but it was just a miracle happening when Chris Davis ran that return back.
What do you think it is? Just you've had all these kind of combined victories. You've led all these touchdown drives, you've done it in junior college, you've done it in high school. What is it, you think?
I believe it's just being confident, and then being confident in yourself, and then be confident in the people that are around you and the offensive lineman also.
You guys have run the ball so effectively, and obviously did so again last night against Bama, which was, phenomenal before that game. You guys at a point now where you feel like you can run the football against anybody you face?
Yes, sir, we can. That's our offense. We run the ball and then set up our plays and pass, and then it's just something we do real well because our offensive line, they block their tails off for all of us, and you got to get a receiver. The receiver credit too because they block well downfield.
What about the throw to CJ? The touchdown pass to CJ?
They play that. We work on that like on both sides of practice every day, after practice and before practice, and then when we called it in the game, executed just how we did it at practice.
That was the same play as Mississippi State one, wasn't it?
Yes, sir. That was it.
Nick, how much give and take is there on the sideline with you and Coach Lashley and Gus as well, kind of play call? Because he said that play to Sam you mentioned, hey, let's try it, let's do it. So how much is there kind of conversation?
It's just something just like I come to the sideline and I tell them like what I see, and then they'll make adjustments for it, and then they'll tell me like before we go outside we're gonna try this and try that, and then when he called that, he was about to call another play, but I told him to roll, run it again, and then when I told him that was when I was able to hit Sam on the sideline with that pass.
Nick, when you visited in February, you said you wanted to win a Heisman Trophy and a national championship here. Do you ever think it was going to be possible to accomplish one of those goals this season?
I thought it would be possible this season because I knew I had a great group of men around me, just like. And then when the season got rolling, and it was just something like I knew we had a special group, and then we just gonna keep on adding on. I'm not too much worried about that right now. Just worry about the SEC, and then just get that victory, and then worry about what happened after that.
But how does it feel to be this close, though, where you guys are number 3 right now? The BCS will come out in a little while, but likely number 3 there, but you're one game away from being in the top 10.
Yeah, I feel great about it because we got a great team, and then we got a lot of great team effort. Like we play as a team, we play as a whole group, and then don't let anything get between us, and we'll be okay from here.
Nick, as far as the BCS and all that kind of stuff goes, I know you probably don't think too much about numbers and rankings. If it comes down to it, and all 3, FSU, Ohio State, and yourselves win your conferences, how much should SEC's reputation play a factor in whether they make the top 2?
I'm really not too sure about that. I'm not really worried about that as of right now.
Nick, players, coaches have talked about your leadership skills. Is that something that you have to work on, or is that something that comes natural for you?
It's just something that comes natural. Being a quarterback, you got to be a leader. Just say you have ups and downs, you got to be able to pick your team up and just let them know everything will be all right. Just go to the next play and just don't worry. Just put that behind you. They got to overcome adversity.
When coaches and players say they believe in you, they trust you, what does that sort of mean to you?
It means a lot to me because if the coaches they believe in you, then I believe in them also. If they put their trust and believe in me, and then I believe in everybody on our staff and our football team. So it's a great feeling to have that.
Nick, what do you think it's going to be like just playing the SEC Championship one, but doing so back in your home state?
It'll be great to me because back in the home state, but then again, I'm not gonna get overwhelmed by it. It's just another team on the scale. Just being in Atlanta, we just keep doing what we doing best.
You got people asking for tickets. You expecting that? A lot of family and friends.
No, so I'm just gonna get the same people that been coming. I'm not too much worried about that.
What
Did
about
the last
basketball?
time you were there, would you play the championship game in high school? Did you play the Georgia Dome championship game in high school?
Yes, sir. In high school, I played in the Georgia Dome. We played Savannah Christian.
And how'd it go?
We won. I want to say 32-24. I believe that was the score.
What do you remember about playing there? What was it like?
It was fun because it was like my first time ever playing in the Georgia Dome. I always wanted to get there coming out of high school, but obviously it happened my 11th grade year when we had a lot of close games in the playoffs, and then we finally got that last one off, and then we were able to get into the Georgia Dome.
I know this is one kind of out of left field, but you and Contavious played a lot of high school ball together and stuff like that, and now he's in the NBA and stuff. Do you keep up with him? And
yes, sir, I keep up with him, man. We talk every now and then, every 2 or 3 days. He let me know how he's doing, and I let him know how I'm doing, and then we really made friends. when we played traveling ball together in Columbus, Georgia, on the AAU traveling ball team. And we just been keeping up with each other ever since then.
Was he a lot better than you?
We probably about the same.
Really? Okay.
One more?
Nick, were you surprised the touchdown they originally called that you scored was called back, or were you surprised they even called it a touchdown originally?
I believe I scored, but then again, I can't argue with the ref's call, but I knew we were going to score then being on the 2-yard line.
All right. Thank you, Nick.